Hello everyone, so for today's hair bow tutorial I've taken inspiration from this cute fairy clay doll. So she's got like a purple and lilac dress, she's got white glittery wings, so I'm using lilac and white ribbon to match her. I've also got this little wheel with all little polymer clay pieces in. I think I got this from AliExpress, I've had it a while, but there's all like little different bits in there. There's little polymer clay bows, little sort of flowers. So we might use some of these on the bow also. So I've already cut my ribbon, 4 pieces here and then 2 thinner pieces. So the 4 wider pieces are 4 centimetre wide ribbon or 1.5 inch wide. And these 4 pieces are cut to 32 centimetres in length, or if you prefer to work in inches, around 12.5 inches, so 2 in each colour. And then these 2 pieces here are 1 centimetre wide ribbon. I'll just show you on the tape measure there because you can't see on with the metal end. And these 2 pieces are cut to 30 centimetres in length, or just under 12 inches if you prefer to work in inches. And now we need to heat seal the ends of the ribbon. So taking a lighter, we're going to just run the flame along the edge of the ribbon, and as you can see, this just gets rid of any frays and also prevent any further fraying. So you need to do that on all of the ends of each piece of ribbon. I've got some pins here. I'm going to take one of these pins and then a piece of white ribbon and a piece of lilac. And we're just going to line these 2 pieces of ribbon together. So lining them up all the way along the whole length. And then we're going to fold it in half. So neatly folding it in half, making sure all of those ends are in line. And then we're going to mark a crease where that centre is. So I'm just going to take my lighter and then gently run the lighter along that crease or the fold, and then give it a pinch, and that will help just to mark a crease in there. So when you open it back up, you can see where the centre line is, and then we're going to pop a pin in there to mark the centre and hold those 2 pieces of ribbon together. And now we need to repeat that step with the other 2 pieces of ribbon. So we've got both pieces now with a pin in the middle, marking the centre. Picking one of the pieces up now, we're going to flip it over because I want my white ribbon facing towards me, because that is the colour I want on the inside of the bow and the lilac on the outside. So what we're going to do now is bring the 2 pieces up to meet each other, making sure they're in line, and then we're going to overlap the right side over the left side by around 1 centimetre. I'll just grab my tape measure, so make sure that they're overlapping by 1 centimetre, and then taking a pin, we're going to pin it in the middle, so roughly in the middle of that overlap. Pop a pin all the way through all of those layers, and that will just hold them together. And to check that the pin is central, you just simply fold it in half. So as you can see, that pin is nice and central. So next we are going to put our fingers through that loop there, like that, just open it up, and then we're going to bring the loop over and then the tails through the loop and over the top. I'll just show you that again. So this is what we started off with. I'm just going to grab onto those tail ends and then use the other hand to bring that loop part over and then thread the tails through and lay them over the top. Using our pins as a guide, I'm just going to push this one up so I can see it. We're going to lay the the tails over and line up the 2 pins so we know we've got that nice and central. So the 2 pins are in line, and also all of these edges are in line. And then I've got a couple of hair clips here. I'm going to clip one on this side, making sure again that it's in line. And then clip the other one on the other side. And then just to doubly secure this, we're going to take the pin out from underneath, that central pin, and then we're going to repin this through all of those layers. So this is what it should look like now. And now we're going to do the same on the other side, but opposite. So we bring the two sides up to meet in the middle. Last time we overlapped the right side over the left 1 centimetre, but this time we're going to overlap the left over the right by 1 centimetre. So again, I'm just going to check that that is 1 centimetre. And then I'm going to grab my pin and pin it in the middle of where that overlap is. So pinning those layers together. And then again, I'm just going to fold it to make sure that pin is nice and central, which that is, yep. And now we're going to do those same steps again. So holding it the same way. The rest is more or less the same as we did before. So bringing those tail ends through, overlapping, lining up the two pins to make sure it's all nice and central, and also lining up all of the edges of the ribbon, and then clipping it all into place, and then adding that pin on there to hold it all together. So these are the two pieces now ready. And now we're ready to sew in our pinch. So taking a needle, which I've already threaded with some strong thread, and I've popped a knot in the end. So we're going to start our first stitch just a millimetre or two away from that first corner. So going in for our first stitch and back out for our second. Removing that first clip, keeping it pinched together with my thumb and finger. And then we're going to go back through for our third stitch, up for our fourth stitch, and then in through the corner for our fifth stitch. Removing the other pin now, keeping that pinched together with my thumb and finger, coming up from the bottom through to the top for the sixth stitch, seventh, and the eighth and final stitch. I'm just going to unravel my thread because I'm a bit twisted. And then our final eighth stitch is going to come up again just a millimetre or two away from that last corner. So just coming up from the bottom. So our stitches always go in through the top for the first stitch, and they should come out through the bottom for the last. Removing that final pin now, we're going to pull on that thread to form that pinch in the middle. And then once you've got that nice and tight, hold it together with your thumb and finger, and then just go through that last end a couple of times, catching a few layers of the ribbon. This is just to seal it off. And then I'll do one more for luck. We're going to keep the thread on there, we're not going to cut it off, we're going to just go straight into the other half of the bow to bring those both together. So picking up the other half of the bow, again you need to work from the same side, so from right to left. That way that'll make sure that we'll bring the two halves of the bow together correctly. So the same stitches as we did on the first half. As you can see, I've just sped this part of the video up just so it's not a super long tutorial, but if you are following along with the video, you can always rewind it and refer to the steps that we did with the stitching on the first half of the bow. So we're just popping in our final stitch here, coming out through the bottom toward the top, removing the pins and pulling on that thread. This time when we pull on the thread, it's going to bring those two halves together and also form the pinch. So pulling on the thread, allowing them to draw together. I'm just using my hand on the other hand to help bring that in together. Once you've got that super tight, again, just go through the end of that pinch a couple of times to hold it in place. And then to bring those two ends together, I'm just going to flip it over to the underside. Hang on, we're in a bit of a knot. We're going to go through both halves now, so through one side toward the other, do that a couple of times, and that will just draw that last little bit together. So through the centre also, just a couple of stitches, closing that middle of the bow in. And then before you pull the last stitch tight, go through that loose loop a couple of times, and that will form a knot and hold it securely in place. And then when you flip the bow over, you will need to just fluff it up a little bit to get that lovely shape. So this is what it should look like. Now with this style of bow, you can actually reverse it and have it the other way round. So if I just flip it upside down, you can actually then just rearrange the outside loops, and you can have it this way up instead, which is also really cute. But we're going to have our bow this way. So as you can see, I've already lined a 55mm hair clip with ribbon. I've just half lined it. I've left a little bit hanging. You'll see why when we get to it. I'm just going to place some glue on the top half of the clip, and we're going to attach this to the centre underside of that bow. Of course, you don't have to line your hair clips, but this is just something that I like to do just to give it a real nice finish. And now taking another piece of that 1 centimetre wide ribbon, I'm just using white to line my clip and around the centre. So we're going to just wrap the centre now with this bow. Just cut that little bit of hangy thread off. And then I've heat sealed the end of this piece of ribbon with my lighter. I'm just going to pop a little bit of glue on the end, lay it under the clip centrally to the hair bow, and then start wrapping it around the centre and then under the clip, and then round once more, and then just cutting it off, leaving just enough to glue under the clip. Again, heat seal that raw edge. Do this on every piece of ribbon that you cut, just to prevent any fraying. And then open the clip and finish it off by tucking it underneath. Sorry, I keep going off the camera. And this is where we can now stick down this last little tail end, just to cover up that centre strip and just hide all of the work on there. It just gives a really nice neat finish. Again, when you turn your bow over, you might just need to re-fluff it up again, just to get that lovely shape back. And then we're ready to add those finishing touches. And now we need to bring back in those two 1 centimetre pieces of ribbon that we cut earlier. We've got one in white and one in rainbow ombre. So this is the ombre piece that we cut earlier. Again, we need to heat seal the ends. So taking the lighter, running it over all of the ends. We do end up trimming this down once we've made the bow, but we're going to heat seal all of the ends anyway, just so we don't end up with any fraying. So we're going to bring these two pieces together, lining them up. So making sure they're in line at the end, all the way along the length to the other end, and then we're going to fold it in half to find the centre. So once you've got that centre folded in there, using a little bit of heat from the lighter to help mark a crease in those two pieces of ribbon. And then when we open it up, we've got that lovely crease in there. So laying our two pieces down so that the white piece is at the top and the rainbow piece is at the bottom. Bring the right hand tail over and cross it over that centre mark to form a loop. And then the left side, bringing it over to form the other loop. I'm just going to pick it up Make sure it's all in line, make sure where they cross over is in the centre. You can adjust the angle of the tails and that will make the loops more sort of loopy, if that makes sense. And then taking my hot glue gun, we're going to place a little dab of hot glue in between all of those layers of ribbon. Make sure you get between all of the layers because remember we've doubled the ribbon up. So I'm just going to turn it round so I can get in between those other layers. We're not going to put a pinch in the middle of this bow because it's already quite narrow in the middle, so it will be fine just left flat. And now you have this super cute little bow, which we are going to lay on top of our nesting bow, so to speak. So that's going to be nested in the middle like that. We are going to trim these ends off now, so just seeing how that sits in there so we can see how much of the ends we need to cut off. So taking my scissors, we're going to trim these ends. We're going to cut them diagonally. So from the inner corner, we're going to aim the scissors diagonally and just snip a little bit off, and then the white bit, we're going to make that a slightly little bit longer so it frames the top ribbon. So just cutting the bottom white ribbon at an angle slightly longer. And then we're going to heat seal again those raw edges. Always heat seal your raw edges. So this is what it looks like. We're going to do the same now on the other side. So I'm just going to hold it this way so I can get these lined up. So this needs to be cut at this angle about here. And then the bottom one, just framing that top one like that. And then again, heat sealing those raw edges. And then this is ready to glue into our nesting bow. So using the hot glue on the underside of that little bow, we are going to pop that in there nice and central. Doesn't that just sit in there so well? This makes a super cute bow. You could even just wrap the centre and leave it as it is, but of course we're going to add our gorgeous clay fairy just to finish this all off. So to attach my fairy, I'm going to be using Gorilla Super Glue Gel. I do normally use a little piece of felt with my hot glue gun, but I couldn't find any scrap felt today. I don't know where it's gone. I haven't had my craft stuff out for a while. So we are just using the Gorilla Glue today. Hopefully it will hold well enough. So placing the glue on the back of my fairy clay, I'm going to pop it in the middle of my bow. And then I'm going to hold it in place for a little while just to make sure that fully sets. I'm just adjusting the bow underneath, making sure it all sits really nicely. And now using my little clay flower pieces, I'm going to pick 4 flowers out and we're going to attach these to the bow also. And these are what I've picked out. They're like little white and lilac flowers. I'm going to try out this B7000 glue today. I'm not sure what this is like. I've not used it before. I usually use gemstone glue or just super glue, but we'll give this a go. As you can see, it's got a really fine tip. But yeah, I know I'm trying this out today, so I can't say if it's very good or not. But I do know that gemstone glue is really good and the super glue gel is really good. So they're the ones I would recommend. But yeah, I'm just experimenting with this new one I've got to try today. So these flowers I'm just sticking on all 4 of the loops in the middle. And there is the finished bow with all of those little flowers. I've glued 1 on each loop, so it looks beautiful from all directions. Isn't that just gorgeous? I hope you enjoyed this video today. All of the products used I will try to link in the description below. So the ribbon, the clay, I don't think I can get the clay anymore, but I make some clay, so if you want something similar I can probably make it for you. These little polymer clay pieces, I will link everything in the description below. If you enjoyed this video today, please hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And if you press the bell button, that will turn on notifications. I'll be back again soon with another tutorial. Bye.